Hello everybody, I am Tom and you are watching me play Destiny 2. So there is a new season out today, which means we're going to have new story stuff. The reason I've stopped on this screen here, my actual character select screen, is just so that I assume it's going to launch me directly into a cutscene. So I kind of want to be on this screen when I do my intro. But without further ado, let's go. I say that, but I don't actually know what class I want to play this season. I haven't played Hunter for the longest time. So I'm tempted to do Hunter. As you can see, I clearly just finished Solstice and then haven't touched it since. I'm gonna go Hunter. Why not?
Listen up, glitter bums. This is First Ghost and Maru talking. You're still trying to get through the witness's portal, huh? That ain't a door you can just kick open. You even passed some leftover worm for answers. Too bad she led you right to us. Now you need help from the one witch nobody can trust. My boss, Savathun. Even though she's temporarily dead, she left instructions for this very situation. As usual, you maggots are 3 steps behind. Savathun will help you on one condition. First, deal with her sister, Zivua Wrath. She's the hive god of war and the witness's best general. It's a win-win, see? Don't look so sour. You've already got everything you need. I suggest you start with a witch of your own.
Interesting. Very weird way to deliver the premise. I feel like there should have been a mission to find Amaru before I got all that. Unless, of course, that's just like a trailer, but then it feels like it's giving me too much in the trailer, but we'll see. Cool concept. Delivered weirdly thus far.
The witness poses a dire threat, and the Witch Queen holds the answers we seek. But only if we contend with her sister. Amaru has promised us a method for defeating Zivua Wrath, arranged by Savathun before her death. There is a spire atop her throne world's sanctum, a place of dire experiments where she abused the light. With this knowledge, Amaru and I have devised a powerful artifact infused with hive magic. It will allow you to dispel the Witch Queen's trickery and master the spire through a ritual of our own.
Ooh, interesting. I was just going through setting things up, but quest tab is different. You have seasonal, exotic, season of the witch. And then we can go to the normal quest page, which is, it looks, the background is different, but otherwise it looks the same, I think. Cool. Interesting. And apparently I never got to 1810 on my Hunter, but that's fine, I guess. I want to use that weapon. It's a grenade launcher. I've heralded disaster so often that my mere presence is an omen. So be it. Eris. Volatile launch, it's fine. Nucleosynthetic magazine. This magazine continuously draws ammo from reserves. The magazine also enables firing arc projectiles that detonate on impact. Interesting. Final blows with this weapon create a loyal moth. The moth will seek out nearby targets and detonate, damaging and blinding them. That's really cool. Handling stock and corrupted nucleosynthesis. This weapon enrages when dealing or taking sustained damage, gaining increased rate of fire while enraged. Interesting. Alright, we're back. So, because my loadouts weren't working, I had to actually, like, rebuild my build. I think it's all fine. We also have this new grenade launcher that I want to try out, so that's fun. Let's go.
Even in death, the Witch Queen lays her snares for us. Be careful, Guardian.
This is a real privilege, so act like it. Savathun doesn't open a spire to just anyone.
If such a place exists.
Why lie, when the truth is so much more dangerous?
You are not the Witch Queen.
And the Guardian is far more dangerous.
Please. Sivo Arath is too much for you to handle. You need our help.
And you need ours. Imaru, tell your Lucent Hive to stand down.
Savathun's orders are for them to guard the spire. I'm sure your little glowworms can handle it.
Interesting. Hand cannon buff feels good, by the way. Ooh, 180s feel good. One popping red bars. Coward. I'm a boomer knight. I never have to reload this gun. I thought it meant it had, like, auto load or something. No, it just doesn't have to reload. I'm a boomer knight. It's a pretty cool gun. Kind of hard to aim, but, you know.
I don't like this. Resurrecting Savathun, using her magic. This is exactly what we wanted to avoid.
The Witch Queen knew she could entice us with a common goal. Removing the threat of Xivu Arath.
Yeah. And she knew the Vanguard had a little hive acolyte of their own. That's why she's opening up her spire. She thinks you've got what it takes.
Interesting.
Void crystals bend reality through tightly channeled power. Shatter them to break their control.
That's a 180 hand cannon that just did that, by the way. Granted, this is all easy shit, but you did not used to be able to do that with a hand
Use
cannon.
that witch's staff to cast a little spell of your own. Spire's just up ahead. Don't need more than some legless lackey's fancy eyes to see it.
This is where the Witch Queen fell, and you fled for your life. Remember that.
We should focus.
That was a fluke. Your guardians got lucky.
Really? How many of your apostate ghosts have seen the Guardian's mercy?
Don't you threaten me.
I am not threatening you. I am telling you what the Guardian will do.
Damn. Damn, Eris. Don't want to talk about it. There's a pole there, turns out.
So where is this spire?
You'll see. Start the ritual to bring down Savathun's illusion.
I do like the, 2 can have the Boomerite things now. I just love looking at the things. Alright, let's have a look. We have... Okay. Solar crystals must be physically hauled to another location in order to use their power. Interact with solar crystals to pick them up. Interact at the destination to place. Beware, these crystals run with so much solar energy it may burn you. Need to swap your weapon to drop it. Okay, let me heal first. There's no fast movement with this thing.
Conduct the arc charge between the crystals.
Transfer arc from one to the other.
Guardian, channel your magic with the witch's staff.
Well, damn.
You now wield hive magic and have entwined it with your light. Whatever you face next will test that power to its limits.
You think your guardians are up to scratch?
What will we find inside the spire?
A way to take down her sister. That's all she told me. And that's all I'm telling you.
And she'll uphold her bargain? Give us the information we need.
I'll bring her back as soon as Evu's taken care of. Then you can ask her yourself.
Guardian, traverse the spire. We shall see what morsel of truth awaits us.
Accurate way of looking at it. A morsel of truth. I didn't want to walk forward there in case I missed dialogue, you know. Eleactic Principle. Opaque card.
There is nascent light to be found here. We must stoke it and harness its power. Be prepared for anything. The crystal to its vessel. It looks like the way up is cleared. Be careful.
Cool.
Guardians, I'm sure Imaru has given you a warm welcome on my behalf.
There's a thing back here.
Savathun's dire machinations
Requires
echo
void
through
attunement.
these
Okay.
halls.
Weird.
She whispers from the past, anticipating each outcome.
She left you.
This is my Discord, by the way.
It ain't that deep.
bad blood. You might not believe me, but I love my sister. But to us Hive, love is death. No one knows more about killing her than I do.
That's probably true. They've kind of killed each other like hundreds of times.
Is alive with light. We have redirected the Witch Queen's spells and empowered it to some end. I am not certain. Hive runes manifest here. Discern their pattern and traverse the Witch Queen's labyrinth.
Interesting.
Can't be confronted. That's what she wants, and she always gets exactly what she wants.
Ice cream lines, ice cream.
So loved. You'll have to find another way. Only her equal could ever have a hope of overcoming the threat of my sister's warlock. Only a hive.
So, it rests with me. Eris?
My sister depends on the foundations of her cold logic. If you want to remove her from the board, you'll need to test her thesis. There's power for the taking, Eris. And for that, you'll have to prove your right to exist.
Savathun speaks of the sword logic.
No, we can't play the Hive God's games.
And yet we must.
Interesting. Makes sense.
Those Hive are all that's left in your way. Bring them down, Guardian.
Nice.
What did we do?
We have reconfigured the inner workings of the spire and opened the path to its fetid hypogeum.
Not how I would have put it, but that's right.
There is dire magic here, and I am its conduit. We may use this power to our own ends.
Eris, you can't. This is dangerous.
Meet with me, Guardian. I will prepare the ritual.
Okay.
Xivu Arath draws strength from our conflict. She believes her logic absolute. I will grasp it and contravene its power. There is no other way.
Will you come back from this?
Does it matter if I do? What I am has served me, and has served humanity. Argal, Zietoth, Sel.
This is what Savathun wants.
We serve our interests, not Savathun's.
She's outmaneuvered you again. You need me.
We need your silence. Do not be afraid. Bear witness to my sublimation.
This is cool, by the way. But I also like the fact that we just grabbed Amaru and threatened him.
I separate the true from the dead. I am the many-mouthed hunger. I am the knife-edged truth. I devour the free. I conspire with my vengeance. I will take what I need.
The words in my throat are the weapon in my fist. Hayat! Hayat! Hayat!
Knife-edged truth. Bring me your tithes.
That's cool. Eris has gone full witch now. Not just manipulating some magic, she's full witch now. You've made a creepy shrine back here, Eris. Invoke hive magic. Can open hive portals. What the fuck? Somewhere on Savathun's throne world, I assume. There were little critters that just disappeared.
Guardian, though my form twists in this rune-bound circle, I remain Eris Morn, given not to the deep, but to vengeance. The Hive have taken much from me. By naming the worms, I have taken from them, and I must take from you. The splinter of hive worm rests in your staff. It is enough to bind us and mark you as my acolyte. By the sword logic of the hive, your conquests strengthen me. You must tithe mightily if I am to become strong enough to defeat Xivu Arath. She draws power from all conflict. She is the Blade Breaker, war, drinker, conqueror, immortal. Hayat. Drown her in blood. Add your voice to the chorus of violence. Let us show her what it is to be Hive.
Fair enough. This is pretty much going over what she already said, but I'm going to do it anyway. Though my form twists in this rune-bound circle, I remain Eris Morn, says the figure before you, her voice strained by the transformation. Eris gestured a clawed hand toward the staff you used to begin the hive ritual. A splinter of hive worm rests in your staff. It is enough to bind us, to mark you as my acolyte. By the sword logic of the hive, your conquests strengthen me. You think of the bargain Amaru offered the Vanguard. Savathun will reveal how to follow the witness if you can deal with her sister. You nod in understanding. You must tithe mightily if I am to become strong enough to defeat Xivu Arath. You hear her smile viciously beneath the mask of chitin. Let us show her what it is to be Hive. Pretty cool. The Lectern of Divination. This, I assume? Also, that's cool. It's the three eyes of... Now I consider it. Is this Savathun's throne world? Or has Eris made a throne world? I don't think she's done enough killing to create her own throne world, but... that is certainly interesting. Deep space with the eyes of Eris looking down, right? The Lectern of Divination will collect cards from the Deck of Whispers, a powerful form of hive magic manifested through your tithes to Eris Morn. Here you may contemplate and interpret your opaque cards to unlock their power. This process requires gathering insight throughout the system. Once acquired, major arcana cards will be displayed in the Athenaeum, When 5 major arcane cards have been acquired, one will be selected at random before each encounter in Savathun's Spire and the Atlas of Altars of Summoning. Adding a card to your deck will allow that card to be randomly drawn. Interesting. So it's roguelike? I think? It's like evolving roguelike. Once acquired, major arcana cards will be displayed in the Athenaeum. When 5 major arcane cards have been acquired, one will be selected at random before each encounter in Savathun's Spire and the Altars of Summoning. Adding a card to your deck will allow that card to be randomly drawn. Okay. Each major arcana card bestows unique benefits. Major arcana cards may be added or removed from your deck by interacting with them in the Athenaeum. You must have at least 5 cards in your deck to draw upon the power in Season of the Witch activities. Minor arcana cards can be found in Season of the Witch activities or granted as rewards in ritual activities. When interpreted, they bestow perks, items, and upgrades. The Lectern of Divination wavers with the heavy coiling smoke of incense and glint of candlelight. When they're placed on the table, the cards whisper sweetly, promising secrets, truths, and lies. Interesting. Okay, and there's quite a few of them, by the look of it. Minor Arcana found 2, Major Arcana found 2, Minor Arcana found 0. What, 55 cards? Acquire. The Sisters. Contemplate the meaning of this card to obtain the following benefits. Seasonal bonus. Key to chests in the Altars of Summoning and Savathun's Spire will contain additional Whisper cards if available. New daily bounty. New card. Final blows have a chance to drop special ammo. Gather insight by defeating hive combatants in Savathun's Spire and the Altars of Summoning. Okay. Seasonal bonus. Key to chests in the Altar of Summoning and Savathun's Spire will contain additional Whisper cards. Okay. Daily bounty. Final blows have a chance to create an explosion, damaging nearby enemies. Interesting. While on the moon, complete Ways of Altar of Sorrow. Also defeat nightmares in Sorrow's Harbor to gather insight. Interesting. So they give you a bounty to unlock them. This is very interesting. The ritual table. The cluttered ritual table is covered in various artifacts used in the study of hive magic. Eris' Morn's scattered journals lay across the table, pages weighed down by pieces of rock and bone. You notice sketches of hive ruins, worms, moths, and intricate diagrams of unrecognizable magical objects. You recognize, buried amongst the esoterica, a drawing of the acolyte's staff, along with the detailed spell that would bind its maker and wielder to the tithing ritual. And we get a weapon. Cool. Witch's Key, automatically redeemed when opening chests in Savathun's Spire or the Altar of Summoning, unlock bonus rewards. Cool. There's just some opaque cards you get from the level up rank. And let's look at these. Recovered red war weapons. An engram containing weapons received from the Red War. Or recovered from the Red War, I should say. Interesting. And an engram containing Season of the Witch weapons and armor. They look pretty cool for the armor. We have a Void Scout Rifle. Briar's Love. We have a Solar Fusion. High Impact Fusion. That's Precision. An Adaptive Hand Cannon. Rocket Launcher. Locus Locutus. It's a Adaptive Sniper. And then we have the machine gun, which I've already got. Which is the Rapid Fire Machine Gun. Interesting. Well, let's keep doing main story stuff for now. I'll explore more later. I assume that's here. Indeed it is. So that's Savathun's Spire. This is Mission Invoke. Explore the ritual chambers beneath Savathun's Spire to unlock Eris Morn's newfound power. Sure. We call that the Arcane Oubliette. Savathun stores all kinds of drooling goons in there. Warm bodies for her magical experiments. Sorry, I alt-tabbed, so I missed it. There we go.
Blood and guts to your discount hive god, that's the place to do it.
So we're heading down to an oubliette. Cool.
Throws echo upward from a well of power and death. I sense the oubliette beneath you, Guardian. Assemble in the ritual space, and we shall harvest the fruit of Savathun's foul experiments as our own.
After I resurrected Savathun, she was dying to learn about her new light. But she needed test subjects to experiment on. Same way you use the poor slobs in Gambit for target practice. Listen to this.
I named this chamber the Oubliette, after a human invention. A prison where the only exit is the ceiling, just out of reach. A place for people to be thrown in and forgotten, until the time is right. This is where I'll keep in touch with all my bygone subjects, both as a queen and researcher.
Makes sense. Cool. Eris.
Do you feel it? The latent power of the Witch Queen's spellcraft. Finalize the ritual to complete the summoning. Like a surge of hot blood.
Where are these subjects being summoned from?
Some kind of suspended animation? Maybe they're teleported from somewhere right into your gun sights. But what do you care? They're all just dead meat to you.
Kinda true.
Your arcane skill conjures forth horrors once cloistered, awaiting brutal deeds. And so they shall receive it.
Vex.
I feel in your tides the fear and anguish of our foes, exalting your retribution.
You know why the boss is so much better at magic than you? It's because she's not afraid to make the tough choices. Listen.
I'd like to share my experiments with the Guardians one day, just as we share the light. But I know they won't approve of my methods. They love omelets, but hate breaking eggs. Maybe participating in my rituals will expand their provincial sense of morality.
Makes sense. Eris.
Your arcane skill expands with each ritual you complete. Our powers will grow in tandem until we are ready to challenge the god of war herself.
That one was easier.
In the name of retribution for the lost, Bell, Gloriana, Oma, die, Tolan. Tie unto me, Acolyte. Ayat.
Guardian, The value of the magic you've unearthed here is undeniable. But watching you and Eris revel in violence, tithing with hive rituals, it was disturbing.
Like it or not, your witch is gonna need a lot more tithes before she's powerful enough to challenge Sivu. So, go ahead, sport. Make a mess. Enjoy yourself.
Nice.
Welcome to the hive.
I do like leaning into the kind of evil thing here. Exotic mission rotator is here. Cool. Replay your favorite missions. I knew this was a thing. Final shape add. Ascend the spire. Navigate dangerous shifting halls of the Witch Queen's fortress and gain access to its terrible secrets. Tithe your conquests. Summon powerful foes, crush them, and build the strength to overcome the Hive God of War. Master the arcane arts. Collect arcana from the deck of whispers to unlock powerful abilities and escape with your rewards. Escape the Witch Queen's deadliest traps and return with powerful weapons, armor, and cosmetics. New ornament available for the Navigator. Congratulations on discovering the Navigator. Cool. That looks kind of nice. New weapon ornament available for purchase. Yeah, I'm not going to buy it.
It's hard not to feel that this is my responsibility. While we in the tower gathered intel and debated over what action to take next, Eris threw herself into a dangerous ritual of her own devising. She was audacious. And she was right.
She usually is.
We had to accept Savathun's bargain. We must pursue the witness at any cost. But I didn't imagine we would risk Eris in the exchange. She remains herself. I recognize Eris when I look into her eyes. She wears her new form like a suit of armor, but she speaks of whispers calling to her from the deep, and I have no assurance she can resist them forever. You must embrace the hive rituals as she did. Offer your tithes so that she may gain the power she desires, and quickly. Commit yourself to her guardian. I believe it is in everyone's best interest to keep her metamorphosis as brief as possible.
Interesting. If anyone can kind of hold off the call of the deep, I would say it would be Eris. Ikora admits she feels responsible for Eris's risky transformation. While we in the tower gathered intel and debated over what action to take next, Eris threw herself into dangerous ritual of her own devising. She was audacious, and she was right. Ikora reiterates following the witness is worth any cost, but she has her reservations. We had to accept Savathun's bargain, she says, but I didn't imagine we would risk Eris in the exchange. She tells you to tithe to Eris and send her as much power as you can, but Ikora cannot hide her unease. I believe it is everyone's best interest to keep Eris' metamorphosis as brief as possible, she says diplomatically before signing off. And we have the radio here.
Hive magic reveals itself in precise shapes. They follow the same lines and the same means. And yet our rituals still hold many secrets. Cards have scattered in the wake of your oblations. Our bond made manifest. I call them the Deck of Whispers. And they do whisper. Each of their ideograms appears to carry the weight of symbolism. Do not fault them for the forms they take. They are reflections of the real, and as opaque as the natures of their referent. We will interpret their configurations, divine their use. They may hold many meanings, alone and in conversation. As with all hive magic, they ask us to separate the true from the dead. We will do so.
Interesting. Well, I assume that's everything for the week. Indeed, Erismon will contact you when she has further need of your tithes. Until then, continue building the power and unraveling the secrets of the hive. We have some Season of the Witch stuff. Complete week 1. Cool. I'm not going to claim this yet. I'm going to wait until friends come on after work. because I don't work Wednesdays, but my friends do, so I'll have to wait until they come on, and then I'll claim all these for bonus XP, but... interesting. We don't have the seasonal bonus thing that we had last season. It seems like the only kind of system we have are these cards, which is... cool. Hello? Weird. The fuck? Go through the creepy board, thank you. It seems the only system we have is the cards. We don't have like a table, which is good. The table was stale and boring, and no one really liked it at this point. Cool when it got first introduced, but got stale after 3 years. So this table here is for focusing. As normal. And then rank rewards as well. Apparently I got the scout rifle and didn't pay attention. Is that in my inventory? Rapid hit precision instrument. Precision instrument is new, I think. Dealing sustained damage increases precision damage. That's cool. Particularly on a scout rifle. Scout rifles I like in GMs a lot of the time. So being able to just shoot champions over and over again and use increased damage as you do so, that sounds good. Also Void Scout, what round? 180? Precisions are alright. I kind of prefer rapid fires, to be honest. So, Wellspring Frenzy on this rocket. It also gets Hatchling, which is cool. And interesting, this thing gets target lock. Alright, and then this one over here is my cards. Did I get any more cards for doing those things? Yes, I did. A collection of cards getting away. Yep, cool. This is a minor card. The next season of the witch weapon you focus at the ritual table will be deep sight resonant, if possible. Interesting. So how do these work? So I can just focus a red border now, right? Yes. I don't really know what one I want to focus on first. Sure, the LMG. Red border. Moving target, tap the trigger, which is what I have currently, right? Yeah. So let's just delete that, and that should give me a pattern progress. So is that card now used? So I guess that one's just done and used. Can I get another one of these cards? It's also interesting that some of these have like a little lock symbol and others don't, even though they're all locked, because I don't have them yet, right? I wonder if I can re-earn this minor card, just randomly, right? Can I randomly pick up another one of these and then reclaim it? It doesn't seem like it, but I don't know, it's an interesting way of doing it. Well, anyway, I will look into this card system more as I play through. But that's going to be it for this episode. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. I also need to farm the new arms, because the Hunter ones look really interesting. That's why I wanted to play Hunter. So apparently the Hunter arms give you moth grenades, essentially. It turns your arc grenades into like a swarm of moths, which sounds really fun. So I kind of want to get them and try that. So I guess we'll do the, it's apparently also dropping the Vex Incursion event. So I kind of want to maybe just go farm that when it's up next. But anyway, as I said, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.